So, hi everyone, this is going to be the reveal of the pick a card, the Pluto, the specifically Sun conjunct Pluto, which very interestingly, I don't know if it'll happen before well it will. I would actually say I will still be channeling this, knowing me, whilst the Sun moves in to Aquarius. So obviously Pluto moved into Aquarius a wee while ago there, and that's huge. And I go on about all the time, transformational, you know, revolution, rebellious energy, like being rebel with a cause kind of energy, being weird and wonderful, um, friendship. The theme of friendship's coming through so strong. And like on that note, like so I've just filmed one that was 90 minutes, so I haven't watched it back yet, obviously. And so see with me saying obviously like that, I feel something could be blindingly obvious to you now that wasn't before, and you're kind of like, how did I not see this before? That's like feels like very tower moment revelations, realizations, like not so nice ones that it feels like real powerful awakening energy people are going through. Um so like I said, this usually all the stuff I do is for twin flames, but if you happen to stumble across this, there's no reason why it might not still make sense. So you can let me know. I have actually worked out a way that I can put the comments on. Um, yeah, I'll do that when I think even when I forget, I can go back and turn them on. So for each video, I don't know. It's like um, I don't know why I thought I couldn't, basically. I think it's the post, that's what it is. It's annoying when you post something on the community tab, you can't change it there, which really annoys me because that's when I want to do it. But anyway, I will, because I would be interested. Although, to be honest with you, I know for a fact that some of this will resonate. I feel with quite a few people. I don't even know what I'm going to say yet, but I just know because of the astrology, because whenever there's a huge transit like that, because I'm very Plutonian, trust me, this could be like a personal reading. Because the one I've just finished, when I finished it, 90 minutes of intense chat, at the start of it, I said, I don't want to pick up on all this friendship stuff again, right? Because it's been too much, because it's just been too much. It's toxic. I've went through enough of my own shit in life that I can't be bothered picking up on all that stuff. It's draining, it's like, it can bring up your own stuff about, like, when you're happy, you've not got anyone around you like this anymore. You just don't want to be picking up on it. So, but anyway, that's my moan over. But guess what happened? For the whole 90 minutes, it was about that. So, and it was it was deep. So, it was definitely, if you are having any kind of shit going down with who's told me that, with like best friends or like, true friends stick together no matter what. I feel this is masculines that are being betrayed by people around them, but it could also be feminines that are being betrayed by people around them, or people that betrayed both of you. Or it's like masculine realizing that feminines have been a true friend when others haven't. It's a whole big mixture of things. But then, as I finished, as if that wasn't enough, that I've picked up on really. And again, it's not everyone. So you'll be able to make a decision for you when you watch it. But I saw that on the ground. So this is like the weather of today. Like, you know, apology people that basically people in pain and apologies coming forward a lot, and I would say a lot of communication soon, because this came out from Twinflames. Yeah, that all came out together. So Twinflame communication soon, people in pain and wanting to apologise for the past, or some people could still be in that and not ready to come forward, and yeah, very much kind of that energy, sad energy, regret, and so just look, be really kind to yourself, because if you are in that and you do feel like you have done somebody dirty, is really the way I would want to say it. Forgive yourself, and reflect, and introspect, and just be kind and do everything that you need to do for your own mental health, and your overall well-being, and do what anybody does in that, gather the strength before you go forward to make your apology, which some people will have already done. But yeah, I don't know how that's all going to fit for different people, but there's a mixture of apologies and communication that will be coming at some point, or it could be happening right now, or it's not anytime soon because someone's just having the realization. So it's different for different people. But anyway, I got you to pick A, B, or C, or 1, 2, or 3 on the rest. So let's just get into this. If you pick the first one, which you could call A or 1, we have tenderness. So and again, remember, I wasn't going to show any of the, because if you're new to me, everything I do is channeling, clearing, and healing energy. And hello, my name's Claire, I never said that. That basically those cards will be part of it, even if it's just for one person or a group of people that would make sense to. And so you know, so it could fit into any pile, but I feel because I just showed them for this, I might actually do that, just randomly pick other decks as I'm doing this. And I can't remember whether I was going to extend. I think I was actually, yeah. So I think I am going to extend this one at some point. But I didn't want to film the extension today. I might just, anyway, whatever. If I've extended it, it will be in the description below and it will be on the membership. But if I don't extend this, I'll extend the other one. So just look out for it. Or sometimes it's not an extension and it's just the membership see it first before anyone else. So it's a mixture of all of that kind of jazz. And members, if you are watching this, it's the low energy part of my chart. So you'll see me pop up on Wednesday or Thursday, and there'll be bits and bobs coming in, the extension of this and or the other one, blah blah blah. So tenderness. So again, I think with what just came out there, I feel this could be about, again, having tenderness and grace with yourself, or somebody wants tenderness and grace from you, from what they're going through, and the realizations. And we have spider. Now, first of all, before I even read this from the card, right, spiders to me are about black magic. So black magic, you know, in the modern way, if you never heard me say that or anyone else, is like malicious lies, gossip, slander, like just anything that would cause harm, you know, to confuse, or, you know, in twin flames cases, like keep twin flames apart, or you know, turn people against each other. So it's, you know, or it can be like tricks in the world, like where how there's a lot of toxic influence from the world and society that pushes people down a dark path, you know, like to stop divine connections coming together, twin flames, or just healthy love, even people that aren't twin flames. I like how it's going in stages. So something could have been happening in stages here. Somebody's going through the stages of their spiritual awakening, because I just said that. So anyway, that's what it says to me, spider. But spiders are also ancestors. So that's important to know. We're in Year of the Snake. Snake can be quite literally, there's a snake in the grass, and fucking hell, going by the energy I've picked up on today, absolutely. There's quite a few snakes in the grass around people. I hope they're in your past rather than your present, and look out for your future kind of thing. But the snake can also be about transformation, rebirth, like, you know, very shamanic energy. So the snake medicine itself is a very powerful, potent medicine that not everyone can work with. That is one of the energies I work with, because it's connected to Scorpio energy. Again, these are the cards I don't like using, but they're really pulling my eyes down it. So, oh, that's not meant to be there. I need that for. Wait a minute. These must have. What do these say? Spiritual technology, expand your imagination and share your visions. The new children, be all you can be. Well, there you go, that's coming into it somewhere too. Very Aquarius energy, again, that's the Sun conjunct Pluto. So I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. So that's really beautiful. So be tender with yourself if you're trying to heal from past actions that you're not proud of. But also this is be tender with somebody that might be coming towards you that is working through feelings of their past before they come forward. So this is sounding very twin flamey, but yeah, spiders are also ancestors, and they can also be about communication to me personally. So it's important for you to know what they mean to you. But it's not just personally, shamanically, just seeing a spider is like, now my eyes just got guided to shadow person in this book and the devil, which isn't a good sign. So there's a someone that's in their unhealed shadow that's not doing the work around you or your person, that kept them in a toxic devil energy, because the devil card in this deck is really dark. Look, addiction, abuse, aggression, control. So whatever that means to you. But let's find the spider card. Wait a minute, I'm going to pause it. Right, I want to show you what happened there, right? I could not for the life of me see the spider, right? And I was like looking, I was really couldn't see it for ages. And I know they were trying to tell me something, because all my eyes kept getting pulled into was friend puppet master. So basically somebody's friend was a puppet, like somebody was pulling your strings, making you think one thing and it was quite another. Pulling the wool over your eyes and something. So wherever that fits. And then I found it. So let's go to it before I forget. 28. Hen. That's funny because that's very. We got some Scottish people watching. Oh look, submission though. Oh yeah, and that one's about control. Yeah, so somebody had a huge control over you there, an unhealthy one. We have got a lot of Scottish people watching actually, like because I've got like Scottish clients as well. Right, so weaving your own destiny, creative freedom, inner genius. Oh wow, see how that could fit with that. You could have a child around you that's really gifted and like a crystal child or star children or all these different names, and I can really help your child or you or your inner child if you've got that. And you could have somebody that's really like a child that's really good on like YouTube or something or some kind of app or something. Oh God, I hope they're no fucking British. I hope they're not bringing in all that TikTok fucking ban shit. Because if I see another that's all over my timeline is people taking the piss out of people that were again. It's not very nice. Again, look, I don't want to give it attention because I can't stand it. I don't even use. I usually say the talk of the tick. I can't stand that platform, and yeah, I just can't. So personally speaking, I think that's a great thing, but I'm also acknowledging the fact that for other people, like I've had people that I've mentored and done healing with and stuff, and helped find their courage to be seen, to be on these platforms, to do well, or I've had other peers that work in the same field that I just realised that right now. But thank God, people that I can think of that were, doing their work through that platform. Actually, shit, because now I'm thinking of that, I've actually got loads of healer friends in that were doing stuff. But anyway, like, you know, I feel they've actually had their stuff on all the other platforms and that too. So anyway, if you are one of those people that basically, hopefully, you took that seriously and blah blah blah. But like that there was changes coming ahead, but that so there was just something. See, because that could be for some people tenderness, and this is about a creative genius. So some people could be. That's quite interesting because it is a lot of more younger. It's not just younger people because I've got people that are older than me that were enjoying that platform. But all I'm saying is, you know, sit and meditate and ask where you would, because again, I think there's something that, like I was seeing that, like I hadn't even heard of that one, but there's something like Red Note or something is apparently where a lot of people are going to go. But whatever, there's also things like Instagram and Fuckbook and here, of course, and so people will find another place to do their stuff basically. So it's but um it's a bit like when Bebo died for people in my generation, or or before that it was MySpace, wasn't it? Do you know what? I've just had the weirdest flashback of being on a girls' holiday and a guy lied to me and said he was single, and then I think it was like the other guy had lied to like my cousin or one of my pals and said they were single, and I think you know where this is going. And then I think it would have been one of my Scorpio pals had fought to just sort of do a bit of homework, or somebody look, and anyway we found out they both had birds, so it's like lovely, that could come into this too. But spiritual technology, that's hilarious. But yeah, so that just flashed back when I said MySpace there. Also scary though as well, because like that guy put the graft in all week. Like, do you know what I mean? It was like he was luring me in all week, and then because I was very I mean, I still am very shy with things like that, but like, oh, I don't like the energy of this. It is very Plutonian. Anyway, right. So you can see why a lot of people stay single with stories like that. But anyway, moving on. So weaving your own destiny, creative freedom, inner genius. This is all very Aquarius. The spider is the ultimate creator, tapping into its inner genius to weave the perfect web required to entangle its prey. Oh my God, that makes sense. I was like, why the fuck am I telling that story? But that's why. Again, I've said this before. Like, I'm either like nun, Mary Magdalene, kind of, being celibate for years on end at different points, or um or before I had really sort of basically was in the deeper part of just like not in denial basically about what this connection is. Because my Venus is in the fifth house, I just attract people like that basically, like, however you want to take that, just it's trouble. So like I'm better just staying indoors basically. So it's Like, that was when I was younger, guys. But I mean, no, but like, no, yeah, people can still try, But again, like I said, that's why it's wise to know your astrology. Like, if if anyone listening has got Venus in the fifth house, be careful because it's casual relationships. You see, like people could be attracted to you, but it's like short term flings and all of that. So if you're susceptible to that, then you're going to fall for it. Whereas, thank God, my other placements are like, people might try, but they're not going to get anywhere. Right, so because my Saturn wins basically. Oh yeah, look, I'm talking about Saturn and Venus again, and that was a conjunction of yesterday. It's just I'm talking about where it is in my chart. My Venus is very playful and in that house, but so for some people that could mean that you were up for that kind of casual like life, and not being settling down with anyone and keeping it flirty and single and all that. And but my Saturn wins hands down over my Venus. I'm like, that isn't me at all. That is me in a playful, creative way with my work, but that's where it stops. And the only person that we get the flirty, creative, well, the fifth house is the house of actual energy too. That side of me would be a committed, loyal, devoted, long-term partner. Do you know what I mean? So that's why it's important to know. But it's just who you attract with your Venus would be chancers, basically. So you've got. That's so funny. I've just broke down one chart, but it's true. So I don't know who needed to hear that for that's what I could look at in your chart to see why. Basically, why do I keep somebody must be asking. I need to get a candle. Why do I keep attracting guys like this or girls like this? It might be something like that. Sorry, I would normally pause, but I couldn't be arsed. So, right, we've got a candle. So, again, the candle's way out. You could be burnt out with a situation. Maybe it's something like, being kind to yourself because you fell for another. I feel like this is someone with Venus and Pisces. Like, you've got involved with, like, somebody that was like a narcissist woman or man, or somebody that's hoodwinked you, something like that. Because it's just weird that, like, I told that story of. Because, again, I have to stress, even on girls' holidays, where people, let's face it, I was going to say something really strong, where people do kind of have a good time, we'll feel like that, whether you're a woman or a man. I even was pretty angelic on some of them holidays. Not all of them, but you know what I mean? It's like on that particular holiday, it did take all week. I was very, very shy at that point in my life, and it did take a long time for this guy to lure me in. But he did eventually lure me in. Like, do you know what I mean? But it was like Mission Impossible. So, but that again, that's I remember saying that to somebody. What, like, I'm like that. It's like it's not easy to, yeah, because of what I'm saying, I can just sort of read people like a book. So I think we'll just see where this goes. Something about entangle its prey though. I don't like that. Free from any outside influence of how the web should be, the spider relies solely on its own wants and needs and desires to achieve its goals. Like the snake and the eagle, the spider is another symbol has permeated cultures and spiritual communities throughout history and around the globe. If either or both of these cards appears along with the spider, take that as an affirmation that you are deep into the spiritual initiation, indeed along the right path. Regardless, the spider asks about our own genius, which is weird with that card talking. Oh, it doesn't mention genius, but that is given that energy to me, I feel. Because that's Aquarius energy. We all have one, and it's likely yours is beginning to come out. Yeah, it feels like your inner child's got some kind of creative idea, or a natural child around you. Relinquish the traps of perfection, comparison, and admiration. Cut off and cut out any outside distractions that do not feed the authenticity of your inner genius. Whatever it is that's waiting to be unleashed from within is perfect just the way it is because it is yours. Consider that concepts such as good, bad, pretty, or ugly are subjective and are often reductive labels that have nothing to offer someone. Something is raw, powerful, and important. The ancient Greeks coined the word daemon, which refers to the genius of an individual. Daimon, sorry, is how you say it. No daemon, that's like the devil. It's believed that each of us has, that won't be a mistake though, a daimon, and it's helpful or a benevolent spirit that helps us to nourish this genius. If you could pinpoint your daimon, what would it be? Write it a letter, introduce yourself, or make it an offering. But also, right, I feel because the spider, I feel like that's somebody's been lured into a black widow's web. So although I'm describing it from a female about a male, and obviously that is like it's quite a minuscule example because it was just, you know, like it's not even a holiday romance, is it? It's a holiday fucking fumble in the dark anyway. But it's like, I feel this could be like, so that could be for a female that's been actually been pulled in by like a toxic male that was a relationship that, you know, you found out when it was too late. But I feel as well, this is about the males that get pulled in by like a black widow spider that's very hard to get away from once you've been pulled in and you're healing from it with a tenderness. And then that could be like, you know, so like the pain and the apology of basically like, oh God, I think this might be pulling into like some of the divine masculine males that are protecting you, like keeping you away from people that could cause you harm if you're a feminine. Like basically just not wanting to involve you in their mess. That's what I'm feeling. And the thing is, it feels like they want me to say with that, it's kind of like, you know, that's admirable to a certain extent, but I feel it's like on this twin flame journey, there's always going to be people that have a problem with you. There's some twin flames that, right enough, it is worse than others, but it's kind of like, you know, I feel if you are a true twin flame, it's like, you know, you would get to the point where you want to help each other. So, you know, you wouldn't want your person to be doing that forever kind of thing. However that fits for you, because I hope it doesn't fit for anyone, but I know it will. I feel guided to just shuffle a bit of tarot, but like I said, yeah, I'll just decide if I'm going to like do an extension of this after. I can't really decide. Give me one card just to sort of, I'm going to say to nail that. I don't, all this, you know what I'm saying as well? Why a whole, why the hall? That's funny. That's, and I've just been talking about a holiday, unless Holly is a significant name here. But because I was going to say why the hell, and then I said why the hall. Something could be this could be, maybe holidays are significant or something. Maybe you went on holiday with someone, you found out how, like their mask slipped or something. Because I'm seeing visions of that film, It Ends With Us, where that's exactly what happens to her. Like the guy just fucking goes hard on her, like to lure her in, even when she's saying no, and she eventually caves. Because basically he tells her right at the start of the film, I want to have sex with you. He's met her for about 5 minutes, and then he says, I don't do relationships. Red flag, red flag. It's hilarious. I don't know if you've ever seen that guy on the shorts. He's so funny. I think he's just called the green flag guy, but something popped up last night. And it was so cute, and it was like, it was basically, I think they must have been on TikTok or something, and it was like the girl, like she was on the live, whatever it was, she was on the video, and she was like, sort of, you know, her wee baby was there, and the guy's in the background, he's American, but he was saying things like, you're hot, dude. I remember when I was like when I was one of the people, because she must be a creator, when I was one of the people watching you, being like, damn, I'd be lucky to be with somebody like that. And basically Vinny was sitting next to her on the couch, and it's just, it's like she had said, like, you know, if your partner doesn't speak about you like this, you're not with the right person. And I thought that is so love. I'll try and share it, if it'll be in my history. But I thought, I fucking, honestly, that green flag, red flag, that he is hilarious. The things he says. So that's, yeah. So I do think that, because I keep thinking, you know, I love that. I'll forget all the fucking actual drama that's going on with those actors. That film is brilliant. For definitely because it's got a whole twin flame thing going on it, but it's also got that it's good for the whole film is mainly about that's a karmic partner. That's when you get trapped with an equivalent of a like a black widow spider is a female, but you know that would be like a male equivalent of that. Anyway, again, Pluto conjunct the sun, guys. It's not going to be mild messages. Don't make that yours if it's yours. And I'm praying for anyone that resonates with, whether it's your past, present, or hopefully not your future. Oh my God, see what I mean? Wow, these messages are intense today. That's probably why I don't want to extend them. The devil in reverse. You're leaving the devil behind you. Yeah, that was, and again, like I said in the video I've just filmed, because again, you might see this before that, because that's going to take ages, yeah, to upload. So I think you'll see this before, but then definitely watch that. That came out before, and it came out, oh shit, and it came out in the video that went out yesterday. I shuffled and the devil came out. There's a lot of people basically releasing the devil, but this reminds me of Magic's Might Last Dance because that's like that scene. But you see, that's like a guy with a black widow spider. And actually, it's not good for her either because they're both chained to the devil. So this is a toxic relationship basically, but it could have been all based on lust because of the, you get that by the way of the picture, like two very good looking people that are, you know, putting each other into a traumatic, painful place. Oh my god, karmic relationship. That screams karmic relationship. But yeah, it was in reverse. You're putting the devil behind you, right? It's the same message from yesterday, so clearly that's going to make sense to some people, right? So that's if you chose A. So I will timestamp that, and this is if you chose B. So welcome. They could follow on from one another. That sometimes happens. I don't know yet. But it doesn't look like it, but let's see. So we've got commitment. Somebody's looking for some type of commitment. So is this a feminine that wants commitment? I actually did just speak about that in this. Or is this a masculine that has worked through a fear of commitment or still has a fear of commitment? Let's see. Salamander. Now, is it not something about the salamander that they swim the opposite way? So let's see, it'll say it in the thing. I've just been talking about the snake and the one before. Look, divine feminine. That's what I mean about the snake isn't always a bad thing. Awakening the divine feminine, healing a spiritual awakening, yeah. So that's what, like I said, that makes sense. That's one of my main power animals, which is very hard to work with that medicine. It's actually, yeah, that's what I'm working with to read this. It's difficult because it's not easy to deliver really hard hitting messages like this. Do you know what I mean? Someone's got to do it kind of vibes. Right, wait a minute. Salamander, where are you? Found it and I lost it again. Right, 21. So it's 21. The world coming full circle, a karmic ending, which is what that just ended on. So it could follow on. The alchemical process, which is what Twinflames are about, harnessing your eternal flame. Don't need to explain that one. I didn't see that it said eternal flame before I said which is what Twinflames are about. In alchemical thought, the salamander is strongly linked to the element of fire and plays a catalytic role in the process of alchemy. The poisonous bodies of the salamanders are sacrificed to complete the philosopher's stone, which is a great work of such as practice. Which is the great work of such a practice, symbolising the perfection of enlightenment. So I think somebody's went through a very rough ego death, or they're going through it now with karmic energy to reach enlightenment. The arrival of this ambitious friend means that your eternal fire is now required for your alchemical transformation. Like, basically, you had to go through the karmic situation to appreciate a twin flame connection. Sometimes it is important to reflect on what ignites our internal flame, what inspires you, excites you, makes you come alive. And also, by the way, one of my main missions as a divine feminine is to help you get in touch with that. Like, that's my thing, is my gift is helping you find yours. And it's because my Vesta, which is the eternal flame, is in Gemini, the twin flames, at the highest degree. So it's like, that is, you know, my job is to come in and to share communication, Gemini, to the twin flames. And again, I could break it down with loads of other placements, but that's one part of it. Often feelings of fear, excitement, anticipation go hand in hand. Move closer to this combination. I was saying, move closer. I don't know the rest of the words. To this combination of emotions now. In this chapter of your life, it is necessary to push the envelope and challenge yourself by stepping outside the bubble of comfort. You already know what exists there. Try something new instead. Yeah, I think that does follow on from that. This is definitely people that are going to resonate with being in a very toxic, controlling. It could be dangerous in some circumstances. If I'm seeing past situations where I've helped people and it was like life or death, you've learned the hard way, and now you want a commitment with you know, something real and genuine, whether it's twin flame or not. It depends who's listening. Nothing changes if nothing changes. The entire purpose of alchemy is the experimental transformation. You're being asked to try on a new shape or size. While it doesn't mean that you commit to the first new size you try on, being brave enough to step into something new does signal that you won't be able to return to everything you once knew. And honestly, why would you want to yet? It's a karmic cycle ending. Right, let's get a tarot card for that. That was a short and sweet one. So, actually, I think they are like boom, 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 because I know what the next word is. yeah, you're coming out from in the cold. You see, these connections, whoever resonates, because not everyone's going to resonate, obviously. I keep pointing out the obvious, but they keep getting me to say that. These were like out in the cold Five of Pentacles relationship. So that doesn't always, I mean, it could be that you were in like, financial difficulty in these relationships, which would make sense because it's energy vampires. But it could also be that you had a lot of money, like you had like the devil card, like two good looking people, you had a lot of money together, but emotionally you felt like empty because like that's all it was. So you're coming out from being out in the cold, recovering, like apologies, this feels like inspired with creative ideas and wanting. I feel that's masculines wanting to apologize. Yeah, there's been delays here. Delays to going towards a union, towards a Queen of Cups. Yeah, delays. They just kept me. That's again because like both those cards are about fast travel. I mean, they're different things, but in this case, I feel that. I think they're saying, right, someone has wanted to send messages, communicate, and come in quickly to apologise because they're inspired. And this could either be like a motherly, helpful figure. It doesn't need to be their actual mother. It can just be a female that has been supporting them. Or in some cases, that can be like a manipulative woman holding them back from doing that. Yeah. High Priestess is like a good energy because it's like very, I'm a High Priestess, like psychic energy, but you can also have dark High Priestesses. I think this is a test of discernment. Trust your intuition on, does somebody fit that description of a supportive female that's guiding you towards something that's going to better your life, a commitment? Or is it somebody that was guiding you away from something that is going to help you, like a person? Yeah, like betrayal. I could feel that. It's somebody was disguised as a helpful person in your life, but I think you've discovered they weren't. I think they were, yeah, working against you, a group working against you. That feels like that might be one of these unique things where it's like a friend that's secretly in love. Like, it feels like some of these films I've watched where it was like a female friend is like secretly in love with someone. So, move close. They wanted to get close to you if you're the masculine because they want the commitment with you. So they could be like, oh, you're not ready to go towards that person yet. Take your time. And it's because that's not for everyone, but I'm getting that for someone. In other ways, it could be like, a friend or a family member discouraging you to go towards a twin flame because they feel like they're going to lose you in some way. It doesn't need to be like that, but people, yeah, look, something about a queen, however that fits. A mother figure, yeah, it's definitely up that. So it's a mother figure, mother of a child, a friend with children, however that fits. Someone posing as, I'm doing it for your own good, but they're not, basically, is what I'm hearing. Do we need any more on that? Let's just get some of these actually, because they might tell us anything else about that before I move on to the next one. Any signifiers? The mountain, yeah, they were causing challenges. That's always they were causing more challenges. So it could be like take note, if you're a divine masculine, male or female, of somebody telling you you're not ready yet when actually you feel like you are. 33 minutes too, Jesus, divine masculine. You are, and it's a test of your own discernment to trust yourself and tune into the telepathy with your twin flame. Yeah, you're ready for this journey. I don't think you're ready for this journey. I don't think that's hilarious. Somebody's like saying to you, I don't think you're ready for this. Obviously not the net, but yeah, someone's telling you you're not ready for that journey, but you are. That's so funny because you're in your feelings and you're the mystic too. Look, someone's trying to prevent the magic twin flame kiss with the twin flame eros, that's sacred sexual energy. The tower moment's coming. A galactic portal, the tower is coming. This person's just going to know I'm cutting off anybody that tries to stop me doing what I want to do. I'm going to make them think that they're in charge, but really, I'm keeping myself to myself. I'm channeling one of the masculines. I could see what they're all about. They're venomous. Don't know what that's about. Don't take all of it if it's not yours, but that came from somewhere. Again, these are so Plutonian, but I'm just rolling with it. I now want to shuffle. This might end up being one of the longer piles. I thought it was going to be short and sweet, but tell us what's going on in that, Matt. This is, definitely one of you out there. Feels like a male, but it could be female. What else? Yeah, you could have been getting that's what it feels like. Somebody's been getting actual counselling or therapy or coaching or listening to people like myself. Like, it doesn't need to be me, by the way. It could be like me and a mixture, just because you're watching me now. But this isn't even you though. This is your person, unless it is you. It really just, it doesn't matter. It could be you or your person, or it's not yours. But we'll say this person, whether it's you or your person, or you're just somebody that's like, none of that makes sense to me. This person is, and back, because bear in mind, because it's like pick a card too. Like, it might be that you picked it and it's just, I don't know. It's normally you can get something from it though. But yeah, someone's been getting some kind of therapy, and like, and that's obviously not what it's. And also, it's like, I feel it's people around, because that's the Hierophant. It's people around this person are like, this is the way to do things. Like, like, basically follow the status quo. And if this is you or this person, they're like, nah, I'm going my own way. I'm going my own way. I can go, you can go your own way. But I do think they've got outside help, and they've realised they've been manipulated. That's what is coming through. I feel it's like someone has been manipulated to believe that they're not the commitment type. Like, I feel like this is a group of masculines. Females, by the way, are like this too. It's not just males that have told themselves they're not the settling down type. Because now, if you haven't watched A, go back to A, because I spoke about, if somebody had my placement and they didn't have my other placements, it could be somebody that wasn't looking for it could be somebody that was just eternally single. But look, in my case, I have been eternally single, but not for the reasons that you might think. It's because I don't want to just spend my time with just anyone. So until I know what that is, I'm not investing in like mediocre, like, casual things. Yeah, it's something like that. Someone's been brainwashed to believe they're not the commitment type, to stay, playful, player kind of energy, male or female. But after getting therapy, they've healed, they've realised that's not the case. But sometimes it's just a case of growing up, so I need to move on. But yeah, inspiration, fulfillment, faith in it. Someone's went through a healing process, and I feel the healing could have come from their own divine feminine in the higher realms, because that is, your twin flame does heal you in the higher realms. So, but it could also be in some cases where because that's the teacher as well, like some divine feminines might be teaching, and this person's got access to seeing what you've said. To put the devil behind them for a wish fulfillment. Yeah, so again, the devil came up here and it's come up here. But that card is in that deck, it says ego. This person's flying free of the status quo. Illusion, dependency, materialism. This person was caught up in like codependency with whoever that was. For some it will be like family, for some it will be codependent friends, for some it will be because they pulled me to best friends. It's that whole best friends thing. I'm just doing this for your own good, but it wasn't. It was selfish. I don't know. I'm moving on, but I don't know what that's about. I'm just channeling it out. It's draining me now. Right, so thank you, pile B. So C, we've got play. Yeah, time for some play. So if you chose C, you've got play and you've got the house cat. So let's see what this is about. It's quite funny, the wordings that go with it. So, Four is the Emperor. Getting your shit together. You could be the divine masculine, or you're sorting out your own masculine energy because you believe you're worthy, because that's sneaking in. Choice is the easy way out, rewilding. A common friend in the pet world. The house cat is one of the few domesticated animals that can turn feral at any moment and then back again if so chooses. That same dichotomy is present within this card. In the reading, the house cat asks us about the decisions we're making and whether they're in alignment with what we truly want. That's weird that I said about decisions. I was saying because it's number 4 in the book, and 4 is the Emperor, and it reminded me of masculine energy, and then it's talking about decisions. So decisions are really important for this pile. We're making, and whether they're in alignment with what we truly want, believe, or need. As humans, we are prone to taking the path of least resistance. That always reminds me of the Lego movie, the path of the piece of resistance, and it's like a Lego bit with a glue thing. The comfortable, familiar path. But just because something is comfortable doesn't mean it's always good. If this is you or your person is staying in the North Node in Virgo, you're just doing what you do every day. Virgo is your everyday routine, ritual, your work, your home life. It's whatever you do every day. So whatever you do every day that's comfortable, that's what Virgo is, right? It's loads of other things, but in this context, it's also decluttering. And also, by the way, not a coincidence, we've just come out of the Virgo moon. It's Libra moon now. So basically, oh yeah, so that is so relevant to kind of real time energy. Like, the channelings from yesterday, I was saying the South Node in Virgo was conjunct the South. Fuck's sake, I'm getting so mixed up. The moon, right, your feelings, your intuition, was conjunct the South Node, the past, in Virgo. It was about decluttering your past, which it always is, the South Node, but definitely because Virgo's decluttering. So the last 18 months has been about balancing out, like, people pleasing and speaking up for yourself, and just balance in general. Like, where are you out of balance? And for the next 18 and a half months, it's about, right, now you know where you're out of balance. Now you know where the it seems to be, like, the hot topic just now seems to be, now you know where there's an imbalance in your friendships and people around you, family in some cases, and lovers. Where do you need to declutter? That's what that's saying to me. Harsh but true. It's time to get honest with yourself. Are you moving towards growth? And by the way, that's why they wanted me to put this out today. The energy of right now, because I'll put it out today, the energy of Sun conjunct Pluto and Aquarius, that's what it's saying to you specifically. Aquarius is friendship groups, groups of any kind. It's online stuff. It's offline, it's online groups. But online is important because I randomly picked up spiritual technology in one of these piles. Like, they were on the floor, so you'll see that if you watched it. Expand your imagination and share your visions. Like, some things you're being encouraged to get outside your comfort zone towards your desires, towards your needs. Or are you staying sedentary and complacent because at least you know what to expect? Better the devil you know. The devil's come up in both these piles. Basically, this is amazing. Proud of everyone that's resonating with this, and be proud of your people. And if you're not a twin flame, just take out the bits where I'm saying you're your person. But basically, people are putting the devil behind them. That could even just be a toxic mindset. But in some cases, it is like toxic people around you. And I don't always use the word toxic because that's quite extreme. But toxic is what seems to be getting purged right now for people that resonate. Think of the feral nature of a cat. A cat never loses. There's a part of you that is also begging to be free, to be wild, to embrace the risk of trying something new. Oh, that's kind of like that one. Oh yeah, but in this case, you see, that's people that are being drawn. Oh, that's like Saturn. That's hilarious. That's like Saturn and Venus again, because again, that's very present in the skies right now. Venus wants to play. That's like quite literally. Venus wants to play all the time, and Saturn wants commitment. And it doesn't just mean commitment in love, it's commitment to your goals. Like I said, if you're playing in the Venus energy all the time, you can't burn the candle at both ends. If you've got big dreams and goals and you want to be a success, if you're playing all the time, you're not going to reach your goals. But if you're reaching your goals and working all the time and you're not playing, you're going to, that's miserable too. You've got to strike a balance. And that's why if you have that synastry of a twin flame, which not everybody does, and if you do, it's very special, but it's also very fucking challenging being one that's got it. Yeah, when you find that sweet spot, that harmony, you can really help each other and help a lot of other people. So, right, but also that is just a conjunction that's there for everyone right now. It's highly likely that this is the truest version of yourself, the one that wants to try something new, your higher self. Let that part out the house. That's funny. Let that part out the house. Oh yeah, because it's about a house cat. People often, but that could have something like someone feels trapped in a situation. Let them out the house. Interesting, because there was a bird in a cage, a cat trapped in a house, spider, black widow. You know what I mean? Black widow, spider. That had, when I showed a card on the devil, I think it's still there. Something's going to be a victory anyway, because I just picked up the Six of Wands. Success, recognition, self-esteem. Oh yeah, I think that's about that. When you commit to your goals and you strike the balance, you're going to be a success, but only when you do that. It's like when I said, with Saturn and V, you only get the reward once you've put the hard work in. But it doesn't need to be, but also if you're too Saturn, it doesn't need to be that hard. Because sometimes I can be like that to myself, like it needs to be fucking near impossible before I get a reward. Or other times if it's my Sag Moon winning, it's like I get a reward for no reason. So it's like, that's, you know, that's when I'm going OTT with the Oracle decks. And I have got a lot of new Oracle decks coming. I'm very grateful to one of our soul brother Divine Masculines gifted me a couple of decks, which I spoke about yesterday, and I've used the crow one. I've not used the spirit animal ones yet, but I'm going to use them with the deck that already had the twinning deck of it, that because it happened for a reason. I might have actually known, you know, when I put it on, I might have actually thought, because I'm a bit weird like that. It's like I do like to have, like, you know, obviously you can't do that with everything because that would be like a fucking fortune, but it's like I like to have at least a few decks where I've got two of the same deck, because I just think it's interesting when the same card comes out when you're doing for cause Twinflames mirror. But yeah, people often talk about the process of rewilding, but what does it mean? It is the process of dismantling all the expectations and pressures imposed upon us by society. Oh my god, I spoke about that in that pile. Because it's not me, it's them speaking through me. By others and very often by ourselves. Through rewilding, we return to our rawest, most natural selves. Who were you before they told you what to be? Oh, that is deep and very in line with stuff that's come through. So, what cards have we got to go to? Well, let's just use the tarot again. Give us a tarot card. I just want to see if the devil comes out again. Oh my god, you really are going to, whatever that was all about, you really are going to be a victory, because that's the same card. Yeah, double the victory. There's going to be double the victories here when you break outside your comfort zone of what's sensible and practical and move towards following your intuition, something that doesn't make logical sense. I feel as if it doesn't make logical sense, but that's how much of a success it's going to be, whether it's about business or it feels like it's about committing to a twin flame. That's almost like a twin flame couple, like, you know, both rising to victory in your own lives because of each other, because of what I just said about when you work with the astrology of the energy for everyone, or definitely if it's synastry, passionately. That's also somebody passionately going towards where they want to go to play. Because twin flames are very playful together. Because they're best friends. It's the other half of your soul. Yes, after the towers, when you're not best friends, that is hilarious the way that's coming through. I think that the energy that they did pull me the chatty masculine deck, so I'm going to pick that up. Basically, this is now bringing, there's a masculine higher self coming through very strongly that they want to play now. They want to get out the house because they've been in hermit mode, or some of them have been trapped in karmic situations. But it's like this person again wants to break away from the status quo, which is what that card just said. That's fascinating. They feel like you've humbled them if you're the feminine. They're having huge revelations, awakenings, ego deaths. This is the energy of today. This fits with the big one. This person's been really in their head about coming forward towards a loving woman. Either that or it's coming through what came through in that pile. Someone's been manipulated to hold back. It's not time, it's not time. And this guy's like, oh no, it fucking is time. I'm just having this coffee and I'm on my way. Don't know what I'm channeling, but it's hilarious. Let's see. And the phone's going to die, so I've got to bring this to a close. Yeah, look, again, delays. Beware of people causing delays. There's people, what the fuck this is all about. There's people giving bad advice here. And yeah, they're slowing you down when you're ready. You've got your shit together. The King of Pentacles is my shit together guy. That guy's got his shit together. He's passionate, but he's being trapped by the devil. Are you that guy? Here's the information if you're that guy. You're being stuck. You're being kept in pain, separation by a toxic group, friendship group. Exhausted. This is a friend, sorry, but a group around you, whether it's friends or family or a group of all of it, are keeping you in the devil energy, keeping you stuck, trapped, working against you, keeping you exhausted and burdened and fighting and in competition and in the tower moments, right, I'm sorry, and delayed. But also, right, quite funny. I don't read the free ones like this, but I think they're flashed up in my mind. I saw somebody recently read the free wand card like, basically something's about to happen right now, and I can't even remember what the reasoning was, and it just popped into my mind. So that's not what it means to me, but for some reason they just flashed up in my mind. Yeah, someone's ready to come forward. But you can see it seems like everyone around them is telling them they're not. To give us something more about that. Yeah, someone's playing... Right, last thing now. I'm going to use some word cards, hopefully before it cuts off. Someone's playing mind games. Some kind of... Look, I feel someone wants to go forwards to a Queen of Wands. It could be a loving woman that's Queen of Wands. You've got a bit of, you know, soft and strong energy. Basically a divine feminine. And someone's playing mind games. Yeah, to keep you away from that. So just be aware of that, whatever that means. Putting things in your head that aren't true, that you're not right at something. It'll make sense of what else. I want to be with you. See what I mean? I knew that's why they told me to, like, it's like, look, take responsibility for my mistakes. It's like someone's telling someone they'll never forgive you, like in my throat chakra, but they'll never forgive you. You're not ready, you know. So trust your own intuition. Keep seeing signs you everywhere I go. I'm getting really passionate as I'm channeling this. I pushed you away because I'm scared. I want to come back home to you. You're where I belong. So yeah, and I'm so tired of sabotaging this connection because I love you. Oh my God, look, I love you there, yeah. I'm still healing wounds from a past relationship. That could even be somebody's ex or something that you're still friends with that's saying that. Again, I always say then, like, you know, do people actually take advice from their ex? I mean, I always say the same thing, but it's true, because it's like, surely not. Like, they're going to sabotage you. Not all the time. Maybe some of you are decent people, but I've been watching this is definitely a masculine that's watching, keeping an eye on a feminine and being given bad advice. So if that's you, take note. I hate seeing you with them. You could have even been told that someone was with someone when they're not. That's not for everyone, but it's, you know, coming through. And if it cuts off, it cuts off. Someday, yeah, separation. Time apart from your partner. Someone was giving you bad advice to keep you apart and keep you overthinking. That feels like it connects to the shorts, where it was like someone's heard something that wasn't true. Playing negative scenarios in your head, creating issues that weren't there, but someone's put something in your head. I'm going to end this here because the battery's going to run out, but take note because there's a theme that's running through all of these, so I'll be interested when I connect with people personally on sessions and stuff, what that all means. Yeah, and look, my ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. Somebody is like exacerbating your overthinking. Who is that? It might even be you doing it yourself, but I think there's people doing it to people. See you later. A bit of both.